Great.
Hi everyone, it's Maura with Maura4u with the question of the day. Do you know how fortunate you are today? Some of you may think, yeah, I'm very fortunate because I'm going through a great time in my life. And some of you out there might be thinking, whoa, this is not a good time for me in life. It's probably one of the most difficult times I'm ever going through. Well, let me share something with you about my background that may give you a way of looking at your life through a different lens today. I was all of 30 years old, and my husband and I had just purchased a brand new large home in suburbia. We had meanwhile carried 2 additional pieces of property, both of which had mortgages on them, and both of which had tenants that decided to skip town and leave us high and dry. In addition to that, my husband had lost one of his largest accounts, which meant 40% of his income was gone. I, after 5 years, had left a company I was with and went to join a new firm, taking absolutely nothing with me, only to find out that I was working for a new manager who, unbeknownst to me, was almost psychotic. I remember waking up one night in the middle of the night, bolt upright out of bed in such a cold sweat, and I thought, oh my gosh, how am I going to keep all of this stuff going? And I remember I was so exhausted from all the weight that I felt like I was carrying. I felt like I didn't have any room to move in life, and I had no choices. I had no options. I had nowhere to go. And I thought, my gosh, if I keep doing this by age 60, I'm going to be dead. Well, do you know that that time period in my life caused me to so reassess what was important? For one thing, working to maintain a house was not one of those priorities that I had had. And working until I just about became brittle and fell apart until I was old was also not a priority. I could remember at just my 30th birthday making a decision, and my decision was this: I was going to work myself out of debt and thereby place myself in a position where I would be able to pursue those kinds of things in life that were important to me. Now, I can't tell you that my semi-nightmare went away overnight. Thank God we paid every single bill and on time, every mortgage, etc. But from that time forward, I literally worked myself out of debt. We sold every excess property we had. We paid everything off. We made sure even cars and every student loans, everything were paid off. And do you know that years later, that very same decision that came from such a challenging time at 30 years old was one of the very things that positioned me to be where I am today, to be in a place with my husband where we could actually come up with a brand new career doing things that were important to both of us. Not having jobs because we needed to pay bills and pay mortgages, but that we could actually do those things in life that we felt were important to us and important to the very people that we were. It's a matter of perspective. So if your lens today is only looking one way and can't see how fortunate you are, maybe you could think about how my life, which seemed like it was going through such a difficult time, actually worked out to such a good place today. The same is true with you. I hope it gives you something very enriching to think about today, because you really are fortunate. Take care. Have a great day. This is Maura with Maura4u. Bye-bye.